All right, so yes, COM 115, this is all you need to know to be able to ace this course. And I'm going to tell you now, and I'll tell you again, there's absolutely no reason why you cannot pass this class. Everybody is 100% capable of getting a 100% in this class, which is actually a really awesome thing, because if you're struggling in other classes, getting an A+ here can help boost your overall GPA. So before I get started, let me just ask, are there any questions that you want me to cover before I get you in here and get you going?
So do I understand right? We have this live class and then we have one on January 21st for the
That's
crash
right.
course of public speak. Okay, I just want to be clear.
Yes, that's right. So this class is a Gen Ed class, and we don't have meetings weekly. We just have 2 live events, one the first half of the course and one the second half of the course. Okay? Any other questions before I get started? If you have any as I continue, just let me know, and I'm happy to pause at any time. I may also ask you questions, so be ready to jump in. Okay, so what is interpersonal communication? I'll tell you that it is awesome. Interpersonal communication is the study of the way that you communicate with other individuals. So in the field of communication, there are a lot of different areas that you can focus in. We have intrapersonal communication, and that's communication that goes on in you. We have interpersonal, that's between 2 people. We have small group communication, and that's between a group of 3 or more. We have organizational communication, public speaking, business and communication, communication ethics, intercultural communication, and that is a very wide range. The great thing about this course is you're going to take a hardcore look at interpersonal communication, but you're also going to get to take a look at intercultural communication and some small group as we look at how we do communication in friendships, in the workplace, and in our families. With that being said, the first half of the course, weeks 1 through 4, is going to be laying a foundation for your study. Before you can really look at how you communicate with other people and start understanding them, you have to understand yourself and what you know about yourself, who you are, and how you communicate. So we're going to start by doing a worksheet and personal assessment to kind of figure out where you land on the spectrum of who you are, your communication style, and we're going to give you a little bit of theory in the form of Schutz's tenets of inclusion, control, and affection to help create an undergirding for going forward. Theory is really, really great. Some people find it boring, but I personally really appreciate it because theory allows you to explain and predict. Theory that makes its way into your textbook is something that's been tested and it's been found to be a great way to either help you explain a communication phenomenon or predict what's going to happen in a communication situation. We're also going to cover the basics of intercultural communication, and we're going to start to look at conflict in the first 4 weeks. When we transition to the second 4 weeks, we're going to start applying those concepts in more detail. So we're going to apply them to friendship. We're going to apply them to the workplace and to family. And it's super fun. Any questions about the layout of the course? I'm going to take that as a no. Okay, I'm going to move on. So what are the assignment expectations? So I would love it if you would ask any questions that you have before you submit your assignment. Most of your assignments are going to be due on Sundays, and I anticipate that most of you will be working on your assignment on Saturday. So if you get to it on Saturday and say it's like 8 p.m. on Saturday night, and you're like, I don't get it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't understand this concept. I would really appreciate it if you would pause on your submission, Let me answer the question for you sometime between Saturday night and Monday morning before you submit. I'm okay with your paper being submitted late. It just makes it a lot easier for me to just go ahead and teach you before you submit something that you don't really understand. And then we have to backpedal to reteach. Does that make sense?
Totally, because it's like if you turn it in, you're going to have to throw it right back at us for us to send it right back. It's easier just to do it the one time and have a good grasp of it.
Yes, thank you for saying that and affirming that. It really is, because if you submit something that you don't understand, then not only do I have to write a ton to you and explain why it's incorrect and how it can be correct, but then you have to do a rewrite and resubmit. So you're right on. So that's why I would prefer that you do that. Just send me a Canvas message or send me a text message and let me know, I don't understand this. Can you help? And if I don't get back to you, just pause. Just wait to turn it in until I get back to you so I can make sure that you understand. Okay, so let's look at writing the best you can. Most of your work for this class is going to be in the form of short answer assignments. Some of you have had English, some of you have not had your English course, so I'm not looking for amazing poetic writing in this course. I am looking to see that you understand the concept and that you can apply it. So yes, I would like to see I, the letter, capitalized when you use it as a pronoun. That's when you're talking about yourself. So we're not text writing, you know, like on cell phones. We're actually typing. So like that would be good. It would also be good to use proper punctuation. But if you don't and you don't remember how, that's okay. I'm happy to work with you. I'm not going to dock points on your, not remembering what you learned in English from high school, because I definitely didn't remember what I learned in English from high school. I think I learned, I always go back to the 8th grade. I know I had an English class in the 8th grade. I know the material was important. I don't remember it at all. I had to relearn it all when I started homeschooling my kids. How many of you have kids at home that you're now homeschooling? Holla! So
I'm doing it from a distance. He lives with his mom, but I swear to God, I'm the one that nags him about, okay, what do you need help with?
Yeah. And I have a kid that we've been working on commas for the last 3 years. Whoop! I don't even know. So it's fine. And guess what? The Word document that you're writing on is going to correct it for you, or the Google Doc. So you can breathe a little bit. So anyway.
Thank God for Grammarly.
Yes, Grammarly is great. So don't worry about it when you see these short answer questions coming at you. Just write the best that you can. Again, the best formula to use, actually not again, I haven't even told this to you yet. I'm going to tell it to you now. The best formula is if you see more than one question in the short answer, that's a signal you're going to have more than one paragraph because you have 2 different things to answer. Rewrite your question as a topic sentence. What are the assignment expectations? Your topic sentence is going to be the assignment expectations are, and that's going to help set up your organization for the short answer. Write the concept, define the concept. What is an assignment? An assignment is something my teacher gives me to do so that she can tell that I know what I know. Give an example and then create a link between the example and the concept. And this is something you're going to continue to learn throughout the course, so that at the outset, that's how you do it. Moving on to Learn-Its. Okay, so I did not make this rule. It is the Grand Chief of General Education. The Learn-Its are longer in this course than they typically take in your other courses. I don't know why. Don't blame me. I just am I'm not the architect, I'm the enforcer. So make sure you have plenty of time to do your Learn-Its and get them done. You have to get to a set level of 1 before you're 100% on those. And next, late policy.
Longer because we don't have as many live sessions, so it makes up that covering the subject matter a little bit longer. I don't know.
That's a great idea, Tim. I'm with you on that. Everyone listen to what Tim says. That sounds good. One thing I did want to say, to make it go faster, I put up a video about how to take notes for LearnIts. It's one way to do it. There's something very special that happens in your brain when you write notes. So you can write the notes so that when you go to the review, all you have to do is look down at your paper and you can put the right answer in. It will make your LearnIts go faster. Another instructor also encourages that you screenshot the LearnIts, and then you just have to look through the screenshots to find the answer. Whatever way works for you, but I highly recommend taking LearnIt notes instead of just keeping it all in your brain. So with that, the late policy, I'm incredibly flexible with the late policy. I just ask that you contact me and let me know that you're going to be late. That level of communication lets me know that you're not blowing it off, but that you know that it's coming, you know that it's due, and that you need a little bit more time. Per the syllabus, all activities are due in weeks 1 through 3, cannot go past week 4. All activities due in weeks 4 through 7 cannot go past Wednesday of week 8. Again, life happens. So if you need to go like into week 5 to finish assignment 2, totally not ideal, but please let me know, and I'm happy to work with you. If you are late on an assignment, you will probably see a 0 as a placeholder and a friendly reminder to get it done. But be advised, I am aware of what your situation is if you tell me. Any questions about assignment expectations? All right,
No.
I think that is a no. Now, response time. So generally, I try to respond to any text message or any Canvas message within 24 hours. If you don't see my response, feel free to send me a reminder. Also, I really like to try to take Sundays off. I need some time to sharpen my axe and rest up so that I am 100% ready to go the rest of the week. And I encourage you to pick a day too where you can rest. This life that we're living is crazy busy. Many of you are parents or single parents. You're working multiple jobs or one intense full-time job. And at some point you have to rest. So just know that I try to take Sundays off. If I don't get back to you on Sunday, I will definitely get back to you on Monday. Yellow Dig. Who loves Yellow Dig?
I do.
Yes, at least one person.
Well, you get to get major points. It really, those yellow digs have, since I've been in school, those yellow digs have really pulled me through a lot of, it helped me pass, put it like that.
Ah, I love that. How do you pronounce
Get the
your name?
points.
How do you pronounce your name?
Hadassah, Israel.
Hadassah. Thank you. Everybody listen to Hadassah.
What's up, everybody?
Hey,
Yeah. So listen up. She's right. Yellow Dig is worth 20% of your overall grade. So that's 200 points. That's the difference between an A and a B. Why Yellow Dig? Beyond helping you out with getting the grade that you want, Yellow Dig is a place where you can congregate with your classmates and talk about the course material, talk about other things. I try to post really fun stuff in there so that you're not just trying to come up with your own ideas of what you could possibly write about. I give you questions that you can answer, polls you can do, and it helps you connect with other students so that you don't feel like you're an island, especially since we're online. And especially in this class, I looked through kind of where everybody is, and this class is spread out. There are people all over the country in this class. And if you get to know people, how cool would it be to be walking through a grocery store one day in the Midwest and see another person with a Brian t-shirt on and be like, what? You're in my Yellow Dig class. It really could happen. I have hope. So make sure you're making those connections. Grading for Yellow Dig. You will get a grade for Yellow Dig in week 4. And that is the first 100 points. And you'll get a grade for Yellow Dig in week 8. That is the second 100 points. Now listen up, because this is really, really important. I do things just a tiny bit differently than some of the instructors in 2 areas. One, I encourage you to get your maximum amount of points every week. you need to earn 25 each week, but you should try to earn that 35. Yellow Dig is going to max out at that. The reason why is that say you get sick, or you have to work extra hours, or people have been in hurricanes or snowstorms and their power goes out. If you get those extra points, say by the time I get to week 4, you only have 75 points. But we get to week 8 and you have only 200 points. I'm going to take whatever that overage is and I'm going to fill it in to weeks 1 through 4. So if you have say you have 235 points, I'm going to give you the 25 points for a total of 100 in weeks 1 through 4, then give you the 100 points in weeks 5 through 8 for a total of 200 points. Does that make sense?
Crystal clear.
Good. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So then the second thing that I really, really like, and I think that you're going to like too, is that I give you additional points for continuing the conversation. So does anyone know how much a badge is worth?
3 points.
Go up. 5 points. 5 points. So when you post your spark for the week, every week you have a spark that you need to answer. So when you post that, I'm going to give you a badge. Then say someone asks you a question, and then you come underneath of your post and you answer them. I'm going to give you another badge for answering. Then someone else talks to you and you come back and you respond. I'm going to give you another badge. So if you keep doing that, you can earn so many points for just one post. I've had people end with like 350 points for the entire course and you will feel like you belong and you're going to learn in this course. Everyone needs to have a sense of belonging. So by continuing those conversations, you're continuing to form relationships. Any questions about that? Do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I see heads nodding.
Yes.
Okay, great.
I'm sorry to be that person, but if people's mics are on, can you turn them off? Because I keep hearing background noise over Kim.
Thank you so much. You can be that person. I was looking through trying to figure out who wasn't muted, and I was going to try to do it. So thanks for doing that. I feel like I'm yelling just a little bit. So any questions about that?
No.
Okay, awesome. So that is it for just kind of reviewing the class. Remember, we get a weekend and then we have a week-long break. So winter break starts on Monday the 21st, and I'm going to do my best not to be online at all. So I encourage you, if you want to get a jump start on assignments, you want to keep rocking and rolling, you're welcome to. But Brian really encourages their faculty and their students to take a break. And that's something that I really want to do. So I won't be available. Tutors will still be available. I believe you'll still have tech support, but I'm going to go offline. So finally, for questions or just communicating with me, you can text me at that number. That's the Brian text number, and then Canvas inbox, and my email address. So that's it. Let's see, what time is it? Record time, 19 minutes. Woot, woot. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen and just see all of you. Hi, guys. I could only see a couple at a time when I was screen sharing. Awesome. So we good?
Yeah, I believe so.
It's going to be a great 8 weeks. So that's it. I'll hang out if anyone has any other questions. Otherwise, you're free to go and enjoy your evening.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
It was a pleasure meeting you, ma'am. Have a good night.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.